What weird things happen during mex that nobody warns you about? Please like and subscribe. Thank you. When he keeps rubbing and thinks he has the clit, but it's not, so you try to reposition your body differently against his hand, or rub it yourself, attempt to guide him there. But he keeps rubbing your pubic bone raw anyway until you give up and just get on top. Yep, I was so unfortunate to date one of these guys. First time making out, he's going down and starts his action in the wrong place. I'm laying there thinking, what is he trying to do? I'm repositioning my hips. He's moving with me, staying in the wrong place. I begin moving sideways so he'll maybe finally be able to hit the spot. Nothing. I try to guide him with my own fingers. He slaps my hand away. At this point I'm like, WTF dude? I tell him my clit is not where he thinks it is. He stops, gets dressed and leaves without saying anything at all. I probably wasn't the first to tell him. Some people don't take kindly to constructive criticism. When you spoon with a girl after mex and your dick shrinks and sticks to her back like a piece of chewed up bubble gum. How having mex like they do in porno movies is actually quite physically exhausting and doesn't feel very good. I think Ron Jeremy once said, if it looks bad, it feels good. If it looks good, it feels bad. All those crazy positions aren't to enhance the pleasure. They are to get better camera angles. Also, mex can last too long and those marathon sessions aren't necessarily a good thing. I've had few sessions that lasted multiple hours and it wasn't all that much fun for either of us towards the end. She dries up, we both get tired, etc etc. Finally, cuddling can be awkward because you'll be trying to figure out where to put that one arm without your partner cutting the circulation off. When you try out a new position and it really doesn't work, and you kind of just have to be like, yeah, next. When neither of you can get your angles right, yeah, that's just my butt crack. Your hand cramps up or your elbow starts hurting. I'm a woman with long hair and poor eyesight, so I always have to plait my hair back. Learned that early on. And if I want to see anything I have to have my contacts in. When people said you had to prepare for mex, this was not what I had in mind. BF and I both have miserable eyesight. I can't see more than 2 inches in front of my face without my glasses on. Same with him. Mex is 65% trying to not scratch each other's glasses trying to make out. Your mind wanders. Like, you'll be trying to enjoy what's going on and you'll know damn well that you have been wanting this to happen for a while, and you'll still have random one-off thoughts. It can take some self-discipline to stay in the moment, especially since not everything you're doing is necessarily what's best for you. Wait 1 minute, if I use mutexes I could stop the images from being uploaded in the wrong order but still download them simultaneously. Great dirty talk, internal monologue. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. The DB connection is fine, I just forgot to iterate the set result before reading it. We have to stop. I need to take care of something. Oh duck, the iterator was iterating over values not pointers. The array memory wasn't leaking after all, it's not leaking. We'll continue this in like 5 minutes. Reapplying lube and then doing the old rodeo cowboy hand gesture because you can't freaking find the towel. So you just kinda keep your hand elevated like you're afraid to ask Ms. Lang a question in 8th grade. Miss Lang, where's the dang towel? Just when she's getting close, my tongue cramps up, jaw, fingers, and the needing to breathe when she has both your nose and mouth in just the perfect spot. Other benefits of the Wim Hof method. Enlighten us. If she gets overstimulated and either starts to cry, faint, or laugh uncontrollably. Personal experience is when my girlfriend was grinding and she came and began laughing hysterically. Made me feel a little bad and uncomfortable, but she explained it to me. Unfortunately, I'm a laugher. Please try not to take it personally. We do try to contain it sometimes, but it's really hard. For me it's almost like he's doing a fantastic job. Holy crap, thank you laughter. Your dick occasionally slips out. Then it tries to find a different hole, aka the showstopper. Showstopper, yeah, that's an accurate term, alright. Some toilet paper leaves clitty litter. Never buy soft, buy strong instead. Boob farts, show me how them mitts fart. Hi, I know it's been 2 years but this message keeps me up at night. What does it mean? Edit. Yay, thanks for my first silver, kind stranger. Sometimes, even if a woman is really turned on, she doesn't get wet. ETA. Thank you for the gold. I recently started not getting wet even when I'm very turned on. Thank you for sharing so I know I'm not alone. You should mention it to your doctor. Sometimes it's a medication side effect, or it can indicate certain conditions. UGHHHH as a woman, I hate that. It's so frustrating. Flopping and slapping noises as your bodies meet. When you both have squishy tummies and your belly buttons meet up just right so they make a fart noise. Maybe that's just me. I call that the interstellar docking sequence. You realize your cat likes to watch. This is the worst, especially as they're not only watching but curious. You're in the heat of the moment, feeling good, forgetting you even have a cat, and then you feel their little paws in places they should never be. Edit. Thanks for the silver. Forget about the paws. Our cat bites our fingers. You are lucky. Mine's paws were found a lot farther south. When you could go all night, but she thinks you're about to yum, and says don't yum yet, but just hearing that makes you yum. The apology later is the weird part. Don't stop is another killer. Try yumming me please every time you go bareback and try to hold it together lol. Long mex does not necessarily mean good mex. For one, the girl can get sore, especially if the guy is big. It can also get boring if it goes on too long. It's all about finding the sweet spot, timing wise. I think it's been knocked into the heads of too many guys that the ideal is lasting for hours. For some women, I'm sure they love that. Others, not so much. Thank you. Some people don't understand this, especially from some girls' points of views. For me 5 minutes of good passionate mex are better than hour plus mex. Everyone laughs about only lasting one few seconds, so the natural reaction of young teenagers is to think they must last as long as possible. Teenagers and beyond. The jokes about duration really mess with guys' heads and set unfair expectations. The noises and the smells. Mex has its own smell. I used to deliver Chinese food and pizza in a resort mountain town. I delivered to someone at a fancy lodge once time and a dude in a robe opened the room door. The Mex funk hits me square in the nose. Most potent I ever smelled. Like it was going to linger in the hallway for a while after the door closed. That's strong. He asks me if I'm having a good night as he's paying me, and I said, not as good a one as you, and I hear a woman start cracking up in the room. Edit. My first silver. Thank you mystery benefactor. Hope he tipped you well. Not as good as he tipped her, though. Sometimes you lose your spatial awareness. Partner and I were having a grand ole time. I lost sense of the bed dimensions. We were all over the place. Then I fell off the bed, butt over elbows onto my head and farted upon impact. I was embarrassed. He got me an ice pack for the knot on my head. We've been married 17 years now, and still laugh about it. Be safe kids. Queefs, curious pets, spontaneous genital malfunction, all genders, the dreaded taint smash, muscle cramps, falling out of rhythm, flesh farts, when two particularly well-fitting sweaty areas match up and there's a little air in between, and it escapes, real farts, short and accidental MMA matches. I've taken an elbow to the eye socket, and the sentence I don't bend that way, that's all I can think of off the top of my head. Edit. Thanks for the gold and silver, kind strangers. The I don't bend that way is painfully accurate. Some people can't do two physical things at once, so they might be able to kiss but once having mex they're bashing teeth, sticking tongue out too far, rotating the head the wrong way, just wrong. It's like they can't coordinate two types of bodily movement at once. This is me. You're not always gonna have mex with someone right out of the shower. Sometimes it's in the moment and it doesn't always smell, let's say, awesome. My partner won't have mex unless he's just come out of the shower within the last 2 hours. Unless he's been active, then he'll shower anyway. My favorite thing is the way he smells after the shower, and now his body wash is a turn on. Hahaha. Yes, my partner uses soap and now when I smell soap I get a little weak in the knees. My girlfriend is from a rural area and she's not much of a girly girl, so her body wash perfume is basically just Walmart brand soap. So occasionally I'll be at work and I get a whiff of something that makes me feel all tingly inside. I look up and it's a 50-year-old obese woman or a teenage boy. The falling asleep afterwards thing, but there's cleanup and peeing to do. I DK how people just roll over and sleep in their own slime while your wee hole cements itself shut, but there's cleanup and peeing to do. If I lie there for a couple of seconds then I feel a wave of tiredness washing over me, but I can't give into it. There's just no way I could let myself sleep without going to the toilet first. Hip cramps. Basically when your legs are spread too wide for too long and your hip flexor becomes a traitor requiring your leg to be straight or you'll be in too much pain for enjoyment. Even worse when it's both of your hip flexors cramping at the same time. Edit. Spelling. Edit 2 never thought me admitting to getting hip cramps during mex would result in gold twice in addition to being my most liked comment. Thanks Reddit. Yes, I am not the only one, hooray. And now I know that I can go fix it. Thank you. Just keep in mind that there is number 100% fix. Stretching can definitely help if you have tight hip flexors, but it won't prevent them from cramping entirely. Especially if you're going at it for a while. Sometimes, hypothetically, the girl could be on top riding and you could wind up for a playful slap on the butt and accidentally slap yourself directly in the balls, causing great pain for one party and uproarious laughter for the other, pretty much derailing the whole thing. I wouldn't know anything about this. Build it up. Happened to a friend of mine. I'm waking up to ash and dust. I miss her butt and I slap my nuts. Is if bad I still have that whole thread saved, LMAO. My mouth dries up to the point when I swallow it sticks and I choke and have to stop and get a drink. I guess from heavy breathing, moaning and panting. Or getting so wound up from him I almost pass out. Blurry vision afterwards. All those vaginal juices have to come from somewhere. Usually the vagina. Chef Doggo needs your help. Like and subscribe for culinary luck. He already thinks you're a great human. See you soon.